So we just came back from the Vault conference. I brought my team. I'm part of my inner circle members so they could experience the event. In this video, I'm going to give you my 5 biggest takeaways on why I'm never going back to the Vault conference again. So I'm going to give you some stats. Most people who attend events and take notes, 95% of those people never look at those notes again. And the reason is they don't have leverage. So every single time that I attend events and I go to seminars, I find leverage. 3 ways for you to find leverage. Number 1 is put a dollar amount to the information you're receiving. Every single insight, every single breakthrough has to have a dollar amount. Why? Because your mind needs to know that there's a cost for action and there's also a cost for inaction. Number 2 is declare your intention. Tell people what you're gonna do. Right after you come up from an event, tell people, because that way you're declaring who you're going to become. You're declaring your intention, and that's going to hold you accountable to take action. And number 3 is make sure you have a reward and a consequence. Use the carrot and stick method. Every single time that you create a strategy, ask yourself, what's my reward if I complete this strategy, and what's the consequence if I don't do it? If you follow those 3 steps to find leverage, every single time that you attend an event, every single time that you attend a business conference, when you come back and review your notes, you're gonna find leverage and you're actually gonna take action, because 99% of people who come from conferences and events and seminars never take action. So if you're gonna be part of the 1% that actually gets shit done, make sure you find leverage. So let's talk about the 5 biggest takeaways from the Vault. Number 1, integration stacking. Pat did a great job showing us the vision of how to build a multi-billion-dollar company. He talks about how you integrate everything into one to find your engine. What's the engine that's gonna drive everything? In his case, it's the PVD podcast, Valuetainment, and everything is driving into the consulting, into the merch store, into his investment group. Everything is driving and connected, and eventually, one feeds the other. So what is the engine that feeds your companies? What is the engine that you could identify that allows you to exponentially grow in your business? See, in my case, have the next level technologies, next level media, then we have the edge coaching, next level real estate. So I resonate with his message because it's exactly what I'm looking to build. Stacking integration in every single company, in every single division that we have, because every single one feeds of each other. So when you look at this framework, you have to understand that in order for you to scale, you have to be able to integrate your services, your products, in order for you to be able to scale and see which one is going to be the engine that drives the most profit and drives the most business. The second is outlasting your competition. See, he talks about outsmarting, he talks about out-strategizing, but see, anybody who has smart and strategized, but the outlasting your competition, it's when the rubber meets the road. Are you in this for the long run, or are you in this for instant gratification? Are you looking just to make a couple $1 million and just leave the industry, or are you looking to be a thought leader in your industry? See, I've been doing this for the past decade, and I've seen a lot of coaches and a lot of masterminds come and go. So I know in my mind that I'm gonna outlast my competition because nobody is gonna outwork me. I'm here for the long run. I'm here until I reach the goal of 100,000 people in an event. I'm here until I reach my goal and I create impacts of millions of people's lives. So are you outlasting your competition? Do you have the grit? Do you have the stamina? Do you have the mindset to outlast whatever economy comes your way, whatever storm comes your way? Because if you don't, you might as well give up. Because right now your competition is looking to outlast you. So the game changes the moment that you have the mindset, or I'm going to outlast my competition. And number 3 is unreasonable hospitality is the only edge you have in your business. Man, and just that statement blew my mind, because when I read the book by Will Guidara, he talked about how to go above and beyond, how to become a over-deliver to your customer. Because every single time that you do business with somebody else and you say, man, I'm giving you what I promise I'm giving you. But that's just a standard of doing business. If I want to hire you for something, or I'm going to do business with you, I expect that already. I expect it for you to deliver on your promise. But in order for you to go above and beyond, you have to have unreasonable hospitality. You have to be unreasonable. You have to go above and beyond. And so I took that to the heart. So I brought in a person in my company who's going to be the chief unreasonable hospitality officer in my company. I'm going to deliver a system and a process to deliver unreasonable hospitality. And number 4, running mates. See, a running mate is somebody that you could trust. A running mate is somebody that you could count on. A running mate is somebody that you could actually know that he's going to give you the truth, tell you the truth, and push you and drive you. See, I had to analyze my business and my life and ask myself, who are my running mates? I'm being honest about who has the potential to be a running mate and who really doesn't want to be a running mate, but you want them to be a running mate. When I came back, I made a list of my running mates, and I actually went back to all my other companies that I built, and I want to appreciate the running mates that got me to this place. See, sometimes we take for granted the people that brought us here. We're constantly looking for the next level, that we have to appreciate how far we've come, appreciate your running mates, but always be recruiting for more running mates. Because the moment that you have running mates, you could exponentially grow your business. And number 5, being authentic is a superpower. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson shared a story about how people were trying to mold him and shape him in Hollywood, told him that he had to lose weight, he had to be like a Will Smith in order for him to make it as a leading role in Hollywood. And he tried to mold himself into the role. But eventually, he had to stick to his truth. So he convinced the producers to give him a shot of being The Rock. Give him a shot of being authentic, being real. I see, the moment that you are real and authentic, you're not trying to be like somebody else, you're trying to position yourself as somebody who you're not, that's the moment that you're going to have a superpower. Authenticity is a superpower. Whether you're creating content, whether you're recruiting, whether you're talking to your customers, you have to be real. Because people could smell people who are not authentic. And eventually, you might have some success by trying to be somebody else, but eventually, being you is the best strategy. So let's recap. Number 1 is integration stacking. Make sure you have the engine that drives your business. Number 2 is focus on outlasting your competition, making sure that no matter what happens in the economy, you have the mindset that you're gonna outlast everybody else. Number 3 is be unreasonable about your hospitality, always over-deliver. Number 4, find your running mate so you can expand exponentially. And number 5, make sure to use your superpower of being you, being authentic. So now I'm gonna tell you why I'm never going back to the vault again without my wife. Because see, this is where couples are actually able to strategize in their business. In front of me, there was a beautiful couple that had a coaching business that they were doing over $100 million. And to the right, there was another couple that just raised a couple $1 billion. So getting around other power couples that will give me perspective of how to run my business and my marriage. So I'm never going back to the vault again without my queen, without my wife, and I'm also gonna bring my kids. I believe that the vault is one of the best business conferences outside my own event, of course, because I know that they're competition, but they're also allies. But outside my events, I'm always recommending my tribe, my clients, my inner circles to attend the vault. So I hope that I see you there next time, because I believe that this is just gonna get better and better. And just like Pat says, the future is bright. And I believe that the best is yet to come. So if you found value in this content, make sure that you subscribe and comment. And if you want to watch last year's recap, just make sure you click in the link above. And download the Edge app. The edge100app.com allows you to keep yourself accountable and keeps your habits on track so you can find your code to the edge.